Over the course of 2021, I purchased a lot of gear. And this is to some quite ridiculous, but to me, it is an investment because I use this stuff on a daily basis. Every time I'm hired to shoot something for a client or for a director, I use my own gear. And the good thing about that is I can ask money for it. I just rent it out to myself. That makes sense. So, what gear did I buy that I'm actually truly happy with? Let's find out. So the first item of the two is my Easy Rig. The reason I bought this Easy Rig is because it just became too annoying to hold this camera in front of me. My back was hurting every day I shot. And also longer takes, like long interview takes that the director wanted to have handheld was impossible. I would have to stand like this for like 20 minutes without moving. Impossible. So I checked online. Of course, I knew already about Easy Rig, but I checked online for the prices and for the different models. And I got myself an Easy Rig, which is quite an investment because these things aren't cheap. There's knockoff brands on Amazon, but personally, this thing is holding your camera and it's hanging from a thread. So I personally like to have a product that is sort of validated, that is used throughout the industry. So let's see. That's the Easy Rig. And you actually get this bag with it. It's the Easy Rig Mini Max, which is the smallest of all the versions they have. Reason for this is because I shoot on a pocket camera. I rig it out completely, but still it is in the middle of the weight limit. So even if I'm shooting with an FX6 or like an Ursa Mini, I can still use it on this rig. Of course, it is right up the limit, I think, but still it is nice and small and it fits my back perfectly. It's really easy to use. It's also very fast and efficient, and I can shoot with this setup the entire day and not feel any pain or not feel any unwanted stress in my back. So that's why this one is on the top of my list, even above the item that I'm going to mention after this one, because it is just extremely important if you're at a moment in your career where you're shooting more and more, longer takes, especially documentary work where there's unknown takes that suddenly take 15 minutes. You need a solution to be able to hold that shot for a longer period of time. So then an Easy Rig is extremely easy. Next one. The next item on the list . Really nice. So my Leica lenses are lenses that have been featured on the channel many times, but right now, as of a couple days ago, I finally found the missing piece, and that is the Leica 19mm. I have been searching for the lens for over 6 months, and I have, doubt myself to buy it because it is extremely expensive. On eBay, they go for like 5,000, 6,000 euros, $6,000 or $7,000. So it was kind of a guess if I really needed it because I do own the 24mm. So I was like, yeah, do I really need that 5mm of extra focal length? And so I was kind of doubting myself. But a friend of mine, which I shot a couple videos with, Roderick Patijn, he said like, dude, get the lens because then your set is complete and it will only rise in price. And he's correct. So I kind of see these lenses as my personal cryptocurrency, even though it's not really crypto, but it's a good investment because these lenses are very scarce and they get more expensive, and that's the truth. So yeah, I've got the 24mm now, I've got the 35, I've got the 50, which is a really nice one. I've got the 60 macro, which still lacks the front cap because I've got the front cap, but I managed to purchase the wrong ring. Then I've got the 90. Then I've got the 135, and then soon to be added to the list is the 19mm, and then my set's complete. I use these lenses on every shoot I go to. These are my go-to lenses, and the good thing is that a lot of clients recognize these lenses, so they know what kind of image they produce. They know what kind of vibe or feeling they pass on or capture. So it's, for me personally, a very easy task to sell these lenses to a shoot I'm shooting. I can tell the producer or whoever is asking that I've got a full set of Leica R lenses, and he or she is like, oh wow, nice, let's do it. And that's another 150 or 200 euros per day that I managed to get for these lenses. So that's that. That is the list of two silly things that I purchased this year. There's one thing which I don't really have in my possession yet, which is a tripod. We ordered a Sachtler Flowtech tripod, which is something that Frank and I, have been wanting to get for a long time, because the tripod that I'm shooting on right now is so frustrating. I have these turning knobs and it just doesn't work. And especially if you're in a fast situation, you just flip these flips open, you pull the tripod up, and it all works. It is an investment for life, basically. So if you think about purchasing something for this amount of money, you also got to think in the long run. Is this tripod worth purchasing, and is it going to help me out also in 10 years maybe? And that's how I kind of go about everything that I purchase that is more than 1,000 euros. So these lenses, if I take care of them properly, will probably be my lenses when I am of age, say 80. It's a bit over exaggerated, but you know what I mean. So that's with these lenses. And my camera body is probably going to break in a couple years. Hopefully not, but these lenses will not. So these lenses are a lot better to invest in than a camera body, for example, because also these things get upgraded. And these lenses are 40 years old and are still extremely popular. So I don't know, that's something that I always think about whenever I purchase things. Same for the Sachtler tripod. It is ageless. It is so good. It's so high quality that I can still use it in 10 years. Same for the Easy Rig. Of course, the rope will break, but the functionality will remain the same because there's no electronics in it. Easy. So that's something that I always consider when purchasing stuff. Anyway, enough rambling about gear. I hope you have a great day, and see you guys in the next video. I always freeze at the end of the video. It's so lame. Gotta think of something else. Anyway, see ya.